Hello, everybody. I finally got to eat today because I had a big day, and she didn't feed me.
Liar.
What a caretaker, huh? Now you know why I asked for a volunteer. Give her a break. Anyway, I'm just
now
joking.
tell the truth.
I'm just joking. I had Vietnamese soup again today.
For dinner, and I fed you lunch while you were doing dialysis.
But we're still here, Salt Lake City, the hospital campground. And,
It's July 11th.
Yeah, this is July 11th. We had a big day today, learned a lot. Got a lot of information, and we did 4 tests. One of them, the tech told me I passed. I couldn't believe that a 6-minute walk of one of the tests and the distance that you walk in 6 minutes qualify you for a transplant donation or not. I didn't know that until at the end when they told me. But they say the average is in 6 minutes to do 6 laps. I don't know what the distance is, but I did it in 7.5. My normal walk, and it was tiring because my energy level is still not the best, but with your prayers and everything, I'm pushing it. Like I told a lot of people, never quit, and I'm not gonna quit. So, but we learned a lot. Candice is gonna tell you a little bit about donors real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I know that there's several people that wanted to donate one of their kidneys, and they're very anxious to get going with the testing and stuff. So, so what we were told is that there's a few things that could eliminate a person, or not eliminate, but make them a worse candidate to donate. If they are a smoker, they would need to quit smoking at least 6 to 8 weeks before the surgery.
They have to be a certain weight too.
And, well, not their weight, but they said if they have a big abdomen, so to me that translates into a big belly, like a beer belly, they said then it would be harder for them to do the surgery, so they tried to pick people that have a smaller waist, so it's easier for them to use the tool to get inside.
We need to go on a program together and lose some weight, get healthy, benefit yourself, even if you're not a donor, or not everybody can be a donor and everything, but it wake you up, be aware of your own health. Like I always say, check your health number.
Yeah. And high blood pressure. If they have high blood pressure, then they don't want them,
Yeah, they can't.
To do it because they already have a health problem. So,
that's what happened to me.
And if you have a history of cancer or lupus or any kind of like chronic disease in your family, then they don't want you to do it because, what if you come down with that and you only have the one kidney, so that, it just compromises your health a little bit. So, so what else?
And then they have to come here a couple days advance to, kind of like make sure everything's ready before.
They have pre-op procedures that they have. So they said they prefer you to come here a week before, but if, you have to come from far away and can't afford to be staying that long, then they said at least 1 day before. And then it would take about a week for you to recover after the surgery, so that way you can fly back home or drive back home, depending how far. And then it'd be another probably up to 6 weeks of recovery at home.
Yeah, and
you're going to have an incision, I think they said, on your left side. So of course, that's going to be tender, and you're going to have to take care of the wound. So once that heals to a certain point, then you can go back to normal life.
They're going to do, because I have a few donors, so they're going to do like 4 donors testing at a time.
Yeah, simultaneously they can do 4 at a time.
Yeah, they like to do that, and then of course the best one, and the doctors and the surgeon know which one is the best and all that stuff, because lab works gonna tell the truth.
Yeah.
And
so there's a website where the donors can go to put in their name,
register, kind of like a register,
contact information, and I think they ask you some high-level health questions.
So we'll give you a website to the donor later, privately or messenger. Message.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually create a closed Facebook group for those that have volunteered, so that way I can share all this information with you there, and it's easy for you to refer to in the future, so you don't have to like go to Tom's timeline and try to find it or mine.
Yeah, there's gonna be nothing but just for us sharing the information, and
yeah.
I got so many people that I promised to call, and I know I can't reach all of them at one time because we're all in different time zones.
Yeah, and
but
you call them.
I really appreciate all the messages today, and a couple of my buddies called, and you know, it touched my heart. And like totally off subject now, but one of them I talked to just turned, because what we have done and put our issue out there, and it woke that person up, and they got to clean up their health issue, and now they're feeling better. And because we're a part of that, and I felt good because I went in nervous, and suddenly I seen this big message, and it really helped me during the process today. And I really appreciate that that we can inspire somebody to stay on top of their health. And that's our goal, is we want to help as many people or all to stay healthy, and whatever we can to give you advice or help you, or and we've done it before, we'll do it again, and we continue to do it. I just don't want people to go through what Candice and I have been going through the last almost 3 years now. And a lot of people it'll break them. I know it would. I'm not trying to say I'm a hero, I'm strong or whatever. A lot of you know I've been strong, but maybe there's a reason I'm still lasting. I know my reason is I want to live with this lady as long as I can. I mean,
and we have a mission to help people to get healthy and to find a better way.
And we still want. That's one of our mission. The other one is we want to build a campground because that's what we love. And so we're not
animals
done.
And people to help each other.
And besides, like, it's a weird road. It's a weird hiccup. There's 3 times I know I want to give up. That's why I always joke around and tell everybody I still got 6 life left. But
I forgot to mention our friend, one of our friends, and I don't want to say his name. If he wants to, comment and say, that was me.
I know what she's saying is.
He asked us, like, well, what do you need, and he said if people want to come donate and they have to travel here
to help my recovery.
He was asking, are those expenses covered by the insurance? And it's like, well, they only cover the testing. They don't cover travel expenses and the lodging. Because like I said, afterwards you're gonna have to be here for at least a week or so. So he said he would be willing to help pay for that.
Yeah, I just found out that news just
we
half an hour
just talked
ago.
To him today. So praise the Lord for bringing us that friend who has the resources and is generous enough to offer that. And we're also asking people to come and help me, be caretaker for Tom, because it's going to be a 24-hour job, because I'm sure he's going to have pain, and he's going to need to take his medication at certain times and eat certain times and get up and walk and everything. And it'll be nice to have, at least one other person with me to, let me take a break, or, be there just to let me talk to.
I don't know if you know, but I can be an ass sometimes, so,
Yeah, when those toxins are in his body So after the kidney transplant, he won't have the toxins, but then he'll be on like 20 different drugs, and
I just
he'll
want to
be in
give
pain probably where the incision is.
some of you guys know, and all of you know that she's my world, and I understand that a caretaker can be going through as much stress as I'm going through.
Yeah,
And,
but if we,
we
spread
do
the
it
burden
together.
across many people, then it won't be so hard.
But we keep, I feel like I always said, Candice and everybody are my family, and we take care of our family, and I would do that for anybody else without you all already know me for a long time, and I've done it before, and just right now I got a little hiccup, or big hiccup, but my hiccup will be over, and I'll be back to normal, maybe better too, and I don't forget what got me there, and I won't want to be back in this situation.
Yeah, so we're hoping by end of August to hear from the doctors after they've seen all the test results from Tom and his living donors.
So we're going to be back here to Salt Lake City at the end of August. I don't know for how many days. And then we're pushing. We talk to them. They say we're all motivated to go because every case is different. I can get mine done in a few months. And I did tell them, we're not good with snow, so we can do all the testing and everything, and then take a nice little trip down to Vegas and Southern Cal, and then come back during March, spring, and then have the transplant.
Yeah.
So the transplant can be before October or after October.
Right. So sometime in September.
Yeah.
Or
I'm nervous.
April.
I'm nervous. First time in my life that I'm scared of something. And reason I ask is I guess I finally fought being stubborn, asking for help and everything like that. I've done so much in my whole life by myself with Candice, and so it's hard for me to ask for help, but I don't want, just in case anything happened, because they say even after the surgery, transplant, they have to tell you all the bad cases too, and most of the time people don't die from the transplant, they die from having a heart attack. And that's one thing about dialysis, like I'm on now, it hard on your heart, and that's why the sooner I get off of it, the better and longer I get to live.
And the drugs, some of them cause weight gain. So I'm sure that's, part of it. The weight then puts pressure on the heart.
So I need your support, because
Tom
I want
to
to go
into good shape.
Yeah, I'm going to get
now.
back into good shape, and like I see Matt out there all buff now from that skinny front he used to look, and Ryan, Coco, and everybody's been working out and stuff. I'm gonna need your help. I used to be the one that's a weightlifting freak, but now I need your help, and it's hard for me to ask, but I see that your love, I see that you do have a place in your heart for us, and I'm going to ask you that favor, and that's the reason why I post that thing about volunteering, because I was afraid that if something do happen later, if anything happened, I accept it, because I'm done with, worrying and all that, but I do care about Candice, and I didn't want her to be alone.
And if I don't take care of myself, I might die from a heart attack, because
and that's why,
I'm not taking care of myself. So.
Yeah, and that's why I asked just for you to be there with her and keep her in your family. It's not that she have to live with you or anything. We can manage that ourselves, but it's just keep her near you and keep her in your heart in case something happened.
Well, once you get your transplant, then we're looking at getting our land and starting our campground and animal sanctuary and start our own little homestead, and
So we'll, like I say, and everybody's welcome, but like I say, the thing is, it's just, I know I shouldn't think of all the negative side effect, but it's hard not to think
yeah,
about
it's
it.
scary. I mean, they say his immune system's going to be suppressed because the drugs do that so that his body doesn't reject the kidney.
Yeah,
but then it's going to cause him to get sick easier and get skin cancer easier.
And you know how hard it is for me to stay away from everybody. You know, that's
gonna have to wear a mask, or make them wear a mask if they're coughing or something.
That's gonna get me for a while because I'm so, I love everybody so much. I love being around people. I mean, friendship is the reason for me to push and just to live, and so have to have that cutoff. Avoiding people and, protection and stuff, that's something I have to learn to be patient with, and which is I don't have, but I will learn.
So, hopefully there's a miracle and he won't need the transplant. That would be great. They come back with the test result and go, hey, you know what, your kidney's functioning more than 20%.
Yeah, it's weird.
So you actually don't need it.
Today I get rid of a lot of waste today.
Yeah, you have been peeing more, so that's a good sign.
So there's a lot of things, and like I say, we're out here to educate people while we're going through this. If you ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask or call or whatever. And I know a lot of you don't go on Facebook to look for my number, but it's on there. And if you don't have it, it's 804-548-3821. And if you call now, you might get a price. I'm just joking.
What's up with the 21?
Did I say 21? Oh, 804-548-3823. Did I say 21 or 23?
I thought you were doing that on purpose because you were trying to be funny or something.
Anyway, it's 3823. So text or call or whatever. I love to hear your voices. It helps a lot. That's all. It's nothing more. Like, I got to talk to a few friends today, and it's really very uplifting. It's really helpful. So we might even move to Salt Lake, huh?
On the winter.
Kind of like it, yeah.
Not unless somebody's willing to shovel our snow and go get groceries for us.
But I just want to say thank you for some of the donors today reply on the messages, and one of them said, I hope that I'm your best match, and I want to be your match and stuff. That was so nice, you know what I mean? And that donor is a friend because we start RVing.
Yeah, we would have never met that person.
If we didn't start our RV journey, we would have never met her, because right after we met her, she moved away, but we kept in touch.
Through Facebook.
Yeah, so...
Thank you, Facebook.
So that was kind of neat. And I still haven't met...
Of course, thank you, God.
And I have one more donor that's a friend of a donor that I haven't met. So I got to meet that person too, just to say thank you. And so I feel God is awesome.
Yes.
Thank you for blessing us, and thank you for keeping us alive. Thank you for the friendship that are still with us. And we're going to do this together, and everything from now on out that I do, I hope that you know that you're a part of it. So, I just want to say I love this woman. She's always my sexy, even though she's weird sometimes. But she can't hear. But I know she hear from her heart how much I love her. And I know that you guys all, right after Candice, how much I appreciate your friendship. I appreciate your support, being a cheerleader out there for us. And I'm not going to cry. I already done that today. So I already done that with a couple friends. But like I say, I just want to say I love you always and forever. So until then, we're heading back to Pocatello tomorrow, and we'll keep you updated with more tests and everything. Keep us in your heart. Keep us in your prayer.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Aloha.